Wouldn't you just like to sit back and relax and watch some great movies and create some great memories with your family? Well, that's something you could do if you create yourself a nice home entertainment center like the one that we're going to discuss today. And more importantly, you could do it on a budget. Save yourself thousands of dollars in the process. And so that's what we're going to discuss today. I'm going to tell you how I built it, some of the design aspects of it, and give you some key tips in case you decide to build one of your own. And you can also save yourself a load of money in the process. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, first thing we're going to discuss is the size and the scale of this this build right here. As you can see now that I'm closer to it, you can tell that it's a lot bigger when it appeared originally. This home entertainment center is actually, woo-hoo-hoo! It's actually, this is actually 18 feet wide and 9 feet tall. So this is quite a big build, and it actually went from wall to wall. This is something that you don't have to do. You can scale yours in, which probably cut down on the cost, but this is just something I decided to do because I thought it'd be more visually appealing if it went from wall to wall. And when you first come down the steps, you see it and get that wow factor, like, wow, look at this. Because of the scale of it, it's so massive that it really draws the eye into. And also the height, I took it all the way up to the ceiling because it actually draws your eyes up to the height. And I put some crown molding to actually give even more appearance of even more height. So that's something you could do, or you can just make yours a lot smaller and just cut it off, and that's, and go with that. And that helps save some money there also. Okay, next we're gonna discuss some of the key features, some of the things that I added. And some of these things are optional. Some of the things you may actually want to consider adding just to improve the experience. And of course, I got you can see the TV right here. And the size that's subjective, however large you get, but the way I look at it, the bigger the better. I don't believe you can ever have a TV that's too big. That's just my personal opinion. Your wives might think differently, but this really gives you a better viewing experience. And also right here is a sound system here that I built. This is something that you can either think about building, or you can just purchase a sound bar on your own. And that could maybe save some money, but when I was doing my research, I found out that a really good soundbar is really expensive, like well over $1,000. And so what I decided to do was build my own instead. And so I looked on Amazon and got some high-end speakers, and these are Focal speakers right here. And these are actually in-wall speakers that I built an enclosure for, and pretty much I built this in place. But it provides some really excellent sound because of how far the speakers are spread out. It gets some good sound separation. And if you can, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, it saved me quite a bit of money to build this instead of actually purchase a sound bar. And I already had a pre-existing stereo receiver that's actually in here that I was able to repurpose, and it provides some great sound for the sound system. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is cabinetry. And this is something, it's something that's also optional. If you just wanted to, you can just build the centerpiece and not have the cabinetry, but I found that this is something that's very useful, that it has a lot of functionality to. And with this, I actually made mesh doors here that I can, that are actually acoustically transparent, because down here I'm actually housing a subwoofer. And I can get you the link to this material here, but I was actually built these doors and the cabinet because I only wanted it to be so wide. And so in order to do that, I had to custom build. But if you're not a good builder, or if you just don't have the skills or the tools, you can purchase cabinets yourself from the store. I actually have a set of cabinets that were built. Actually, my 10-year-old son actually built the cabinet, so they're actually not that difficult. But that's another option that you have, is just purchase some pre-existing cabinets, go to IKEA or whatever and get you some shelving and put it into place, and that'll also work. But here I decided to build my own because I have the tools and I've done it in the past. And as you can see in here, I actually put outlets in here also to be able to hook up all the entertainment equipment here. Okay, next we're going to discuss the fireplace right here. This is something that's also optional, but I really highly recommend that if you're doing a build like this, that you incorporate it. You can get them all at all different price points. This one I got from a local store, and I believe I paid a couple $1,000s for this, maybe a little less than $2,000. But it's just something I wanted. I believe this is 78 inches long, so it's quite big, and yeah, I really like the ambiance that it creates in a room. You know, so while you're sitting watching movies or just sitting chilling with the family, it really creates a great ambiance. And this is something that doesn't produce heat. It can, you know, it does have a heater function on it. However, you know, depending on your climate, you know, you may be in a hot climate and, you know, a place where you normally would not have a fire, but this is something that you can actually incorporate. It just really brings that aspect into your home that otherwise you wouldn't be able to get. So definitely consider doing this also. Okay, how much did all this stuff cost? And that's what we're going to talk about next. My total for this project was $6,450. However, I did have some contractors coming in and look at this. And they said this same build, you know, with electrical and all this, it would have cost more than $15,000. So I saved myself twice the amount. And this is something that's permanent, and I'm sure it's going to increase the value of the home. And like I say, this is something you can do. This wasn't that difficult of a project. You don't have to do anything this elaborate. There are a lot of channels that actually show you how you can actually create your own, you know, at a lot lower cost. But I just want to give you an idea of something this grand, how much it will cost. And is it worth it? Absolutely is worth it 100%. Every dime of it was very, very well worth the cost for the memories and the experience. This is actually where we spend the majority of our time now. So, well, that's it for today, and I appreciate you for joining me. And like and subscribe, and I'll be producing more content for you. And you all have a great day.